Good morning, everyone. Man, pretty interesting stuff. You go to sleep, you wake up, market goes all the way up to 77.41. Crazy. How's everybody doing? You guys still all have all your fingers and toes? Good, good. Well, um, remember how I said yesterday, for first of all, happy month end, right? If you wonder, remember why I talk about month end all the time and it drives you guys nuts and you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, but I'm always going, be careful, it's month end, right? I sound like a parrot, right? Careful, it's month end, careful, it's month end, right? Month end, full moon, gap up. So, okay, uh, I was telling you guys, first of all, we were going sideways and the lows were getting higher, okay? That is a clue. For all you people who draw trend lines, that's a clue. Okay, that means the bid is moving up following the offer, right? The bid in markets, there's a bid and an ask. The ask is also sometimes called the offer. The ask sets the price according to how many buyers there are. So when the sellers see buyers, they raise price. When the sellers have inventory secured, they raise the price. That's how commerce works, okay? So going sideways with the lows getting higher into the end of the month, what does that mean? This kind of a scenario is very likely. Does everybody understand that? Does everybody understand the business of that? It's a distribution move, okay? It's a distribution move. Cool. All right. So they distributed, then they put it on sale, came back, found some bids. I believe it or not, I bought 77.12, right? I bought the 77.12s at the end of J, and when K period opened, I was long here, and I had my stop at yesterday's high, and I sold into the 15s and the 16s. Just 3 points on 6 contracts. That was before I got on stream. That's why I was a little late. I just was getting out of the trade. The overnight point of control was here. Beautiful distribution. It's moved down here. So, can anybody in my room tell me what's going on right now? So, overnight inventory was very, very long, gap long, right? The market opened on a gap, right? If this was RTH, we would have filled the gap. It backfilled already. What's going on right now? You're close, Doc. You're close. What structure are we close to? I'll give you a hint. What's right here? Nope, Marcus. I'm just trying to get you guys to think about what business is happening here so you could take advantage of it. What was the trade that I just took that I just finished talking about? There you go, right? Exactly. So the gap fill, right? We went back into yesterday's range. Who was waiting to buy? Because we went into yesterday's range, we went down to 77.07, and now we're trading at 16. So what is the reason for that? On month end. Come on, guys. This shouldn't hurt your brain too much. You're getting close, Marcus. So what happened? Why did my trade work? Why did my going long 12 work? Ian, I'm asking what are the mechanics here that allowed me to go long at 12 and sell at 16? I'm just trying to get you guys to think a little bit. Because if you're not thinking, you shouldn't be trading. No. It's really, really simple. Moran, there you go. Okay, you're getting close. You're getting warmer. There you go, Badir. Thank you. So what was the business reason for me going long 12? Short covering, guys. Short covering. Where was it? At yesterday's high. There you go. Right? It's a very simple thing, right? Really, really simple. It's a gap fill. We did this a couple of days ago, remember? Yeah, I know that's why I said that you were getting close. It's just short covering at the gap fill. No problem, man. No problem. Right? So the simple answer is there's short covering at the gap fill that allowed my trade to work. What I want you guys to do is I want you to start thinking about the mechanics that create the trade. Remember we did an execution class yesterday? You guys remember that? I want you to start thinking about the mechanics or the business that allows your trade to work. You guys get what do you see where I'm going with this? Right? Ian, you don't need to watch it. You need to clear your head out of everything else and think about the mechanics, my friend. Right? That's all I'm trying to say. Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to get you focused. Right? We're trying to get you focused and cut out all the superfluous information that you have in your head. Right? So that's why the trade worked. The trade worked at 12 because the gap filled, and a long off of a gap fill is a nice trade, especially at night. Especially at night. 2:30 in the morning in New York, that's a great trade. I used a fairly big stop, but I didn't have to. Oh, hang on a sec. Select the line, press and hold control. Oh, didn't work. I'll have to play with that, Bram. Exactly. Marcus, why do some trades work better at night? Why do I tell you guys to trade Globex? Because there's less competition, right? There's less competition, so your trade has a better chance of working because, it's like you're stealing candy down here, right? It's like you're stealing candy down here, and there's less people to stop you. Get it? Right? The agenda is very clear in Globex. Remember we spoke about agenda yesterday. Agenda creates order flow. Okay? Ah, this is a good question, Sergio. How you doing? Does competition bring in the problem of liquidity or less liquidity? It does. So if you're trading, say you're trading 5,000 contracts, Sergio, then you've got an issue. You have to be a bit smarter. You can still do it, but you just have to be smarter about it. For us, liquidity is not a problem for you unless you're trading over, I'd say 100, 200 contracts at this time of night. So for us, I trade 3 to 5 minis, sometimes 3 to 8. I usually max out on 10 minis. So no, liquidity is not a problem for us. But if I was trading 3,000 contracts now, right? 3 to 5 micros, you got no problem. Smooth sailing, brother. Now, if you were trading 5,000 micros, or 5,000 minis, then you got a little liquidity problem. But it can be solved. You just got to be smart about it. You got to learn how to cut up orders. But you guys don't need to learn that right now because none of you are trading size, right? And if you are trading size, you're probably you've worked at a firm and you know what you're doing, right? So you're probably not listening to me at 2 o'clock in the morning, right? Like if you've ever worked on a trade desk, right? If you worked on a trade desk working out size orders, right? You will know how to work an order, right? The thing is, Sergio, a talented trader doesn't really worry about liquidity, right? They know how to game a market. They know how to work orders. Look below and fail of 14 3/4. Let's see if these levels work. I just did them up. So don't worry about liquidity. We're good, right? There's a lot of talk about liquidity on the internet, but unfortunately, really nobody, they don't really know what liquidity is. Liquidity is the ability to transact size without adversely affecting price. Now the thing is, and if you are a size trader, reach out, and you're having trouble, reach out to me and I will help you privately one on one, not a problem. Right? But size is not a problem in this market. These markets are very liquid for retail. Right? People always say, "Oh yeah, don't trade at night. There's no liquidity." I'm like, "What are you trading 5,000 contracts?" No. Then why are you worried about liquidity? Right? it's one of those internet things, right? Now, let's see. London is open. Let's see if we hold that gap. Right? Do we hold the low of, was that 13 and a half? And then down here at the 12 quarter. It was a great short down for those who got it. And it was a nice little long, right? Took the middle of it here. Not too much, but just enough. So what's happening now is short covering, right? The people who are short all the way up here, you see? See all these people who were short? Up at 77, 39, 38. They're all covering at yesterday's high. So on the half-hour candle wax, remember we got this? Yesterday I said there's a lot, I said this is a rotation. There was a rotation back and forth and back and forth. And then what happened after the close? NVIDIA put out their news. So we're taking this inventory and we're selling it up here before the end of the month, right? Okay. The old half hour. Yeah, exactly, Badir. Exactly, right? So Badir is saying that high, that high. Remember the gap fill? So we're might spend some time here. But the thing is, it is month end, right? So let the games of the month end Olympiad commence, right? There's a lot of short covering on month end, right? Everybody thought this thing was going to close down this month, right? And Bram's right. If it can hold the 17-18s, right, expect rotation higher up into that 21.5, which is right here, and then up into the 24s, right? There should be some resistance as we come into this. Let's go mark where la resistance will be. It'll be right there, right? That'll be the ask, right? The VWAP's up here at 24. So what's the goal now? Anyone in the room? What's the goal, right? We have the point of control here is at 17. So we've got a lot of position here. And we've got this position here. What are we going to do with all these Kaiser rolls, right? There you go. Now you're thinking like villains, right? Take it and sell it higher. Beautiful. And this is why I'm always beeping and squawking about month end, right? Today's Thursday, right? I mean, I do have a cold and I'm a bit out of it, but yeah, today's Thursday. So it's T plus 2. Or did I get this wrong? Is Monday the 31st? I better look at a calendar. Oh, okay, then tomorrow's month end. Sorry. I don't know. Somebody told me that Friday was the last trading day of the month, and I just believed them. I didn't even look at a calendar. Ah, it's a holiday? Where? On Monday? Because it's a holiday on Friday, right? Oh, oh, it's one of your mysterious bank holidays where you guys actually don't have like a reason for a holiday. You just call it a bank holiday, and that kind of covers it. Got it. Thanks, Seymour. Seymour, are you still in Seattle? Cool. Hope you're feeling better after your surgery. Good, good. You were in Cali for 13 years. And you lived in Hawaii too, didn't you? That's cool. I love Seattle. Great city. So you were in Hawaii when I was in Hawaii. I was there in 87. Huh. We probably bumped into each other at the Shorebird or the Wave in Waikiki. Ah, the 80s were good. No camera phones, right? Hey James, how you doing? Good, good, good. Watching a little distribution here. See how the candles are getting small? big candle, and now small, right? So that tells us the business is slowing down a little bit because what we're basically doing is we're selling to anyone, we're selling what we bought here and here and here. We're just getting rid of it up here. That's what the wholesalers are doing now. That's why it's kind of doing this little sideways dance and the candles are smaller. We were in distribution all day. Then we had a sale, James, right? We had, the Kmart blue light special, right? We were distributing. The sale brought in buyers. We're still distributing, but it's just like a store, right? So when a store puts something on sale, they're still distributing their product. They're just lowering the price to to tickle us a little bit to get us, you know, to get us, ooh, it's on sale, let's go grab it, right? So the sale should hopefully bring in buyers. You're there. You're on the right path. You're on the right path. Oh, okay. I haven't looked at NQ in a long time. What's it doing? These markets have some seriously big ranges. Let's see if we can clear out that 19.5 seller. Because if we clear out the 19.5, our next seller is going to be just underneath 21, like Bram was saying, and then up here in the 22 area. So we're seeing buyers. They're trying to raise price. Let's see if we can get a 20 print. There's a 20 print. Let's see, can we get a 20? Ooh, 20 half? 20 half? Anyone? Anyone? Right? Come on, take it. No. Yeah, they like putting a new name on because it's marketing, right, James? There we go. Right to our next place, right? I have not tried kombucha. I tried, what is that stuff? What's that green stuff that all the kids drink? God, it was horrible. That's it. I was gonna say matches, but it's matcha. It was £6. It was £6 for this thing. Oh my goodness. What a scam that stuff is. Is it? Okay, I'll give it a try. I was like, I shouldn't be a trader. I should be selling this matcha stuff, right? I don't know, Sior. It didn't taste very good, but it was £6. That's like £6 is like almost like 11, $12 Canadian, right? Because in my building, it's all young people, right? So they had this little stand. They set up these stands. Sometimes they're selling donuts, like, but for like £5 for a donut, so like $10 for a donut. Can you imagine? Right? Do you know how much Krispy Kreme donuts are here? They're like they're like almost $50 for 12 donuts. So anyway, they were selling this green stuff, and my girlfriend's like, "You got to buy this." So I bought one for her. I bought one for me. I couldn't even finish it. Whew. I'm like, whoever's selling this stuff, they got a good thing going. I still remember when coffee was 80 cents. Jeez. So we're creeping and crawling our way back up here. Oh. Okay, we got a seller at 21. We're going to backfill. This is a bit of a backfill because we went up to 21 and a quarter, created demand. Now we're going back and filling in that demand with supply. So, Sergio, or no, James. So this is distribution too, right? This is distribution and this is the sale. So it happens on big time frames and it happens on smaller time frames. See, because we ran out of buyers here, so we put it on sale here all the way down to 19 and see how it brought in a few buyers. Now we can sell it above 19 and a half, right? Oh yeah. I wasn't allowed to eat the donuts. I just looked at how expensive we were. It was at Manchester Airport. There was a Krispy Kreme stand, and they were selling, I think it was 12 donuts for like 24 pounds. And I was like, you've got to be out of your mind. Yeah, I'm not allowed to eat donuts. Well, can't seem to get underneath that 18, 18 and a half. Yeah, I remember the first time they went public, right? Krispy Kreme? It was like 25 years ago, and then they went private. Now they're going public again. So if we can clear these 21 and a half area, we'll be up, going up to the 22. It's kind of slow, but you can see the position is underneath us, right? Because the overnight POC moved down. That means accumulation and back into distribution at higher prices. Yeah. So remember, going into RTH, right? This is your big, what you're looking for is, do we open above or below yesterday's high? Right? Above or below yesterday's high. If we open above, we will open on a gap. Something to be aware of, you know? And then tomorrow will be month end, and Friday will be the last trading day of the month. I mean, Monday is the last trading day of the month. Friday is month end. Sorry about that. I should have looked at a calendar instead of just that little gap. So you could see as we do go into month end that all of the position of the last 6 trading sessions is all underneath us. So that is distribution up here of all of this product into the end of the month. And what we'll see right now is when we got down here under the 14s, we got to ask ourselves, in this little area here, how many people are short between 7 and 14? Because if this market can't get back under 14 tonight or this morning, right, wherever you are, it will do this. It'll do this rotation up. Okay. How did leather jacket guy do, Raj? Did he kill it on earnings? Oh yeah, stock went from 210 up into the 219s. Huh. Okay. How's the coiner bitterness doing? 78,800. It's hanging tough. Well, quiet for now. All right, folks. Sorry, I was just looking at a couple of charts. I will let you guys go if there's no questions. Have a wonderful trading day. We'll see you at 9:15 New York time. If you have questions, just message me. I've got another one of those phone doctor's appointments at 9, but I am around and I'll be available for calls. As soon as these guys at the NHS get done with me, I will write in the room that I'm available for calls. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful morning. Thanks for being with us. Those of you who are thinking about joining the room, we have a 3-day trial, so give it a shot. TradingSyndicate.org. Love to have you in the room. Thanks, folks. Trade smart out there, okay? If you get confused or you need any help, reach out. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you in a little bit. Bye for now.